Introducing Concord. Concord is arguably the world's first iOS app, a personal agent based on blockchain. Here, you get, and everyone, whoever is the user, a human user, gets their own personal agent who is generalist in nature and can hire, do transactions, negotiations, and reach the ultimate goal while working with any specialized agent of anyone around the world. Let's see how it works. So in this case, this is the iOS app that I built. A user, human user, can give a dedicated card for their AI agent to spend. They can have a budget which they can increase or decrease. And they can also see counterparty wallet so that they can also verify whether the payment has been successfully done on the chain. And an escrow contract so that whenever there is a requirement for escrow, it gives both agents a secure way to transact based on the services one or the other gets. Your agent, which is generalist in nature, is the buyer agent, which has the money to spend in order to get services or any output and goals from the vendor agent. Now, let's see three different use cases. Number one, suppose you want to make a specific dinner and you don't have time to go to grocery stores manually or even go to online stores to buy something. You can just tell your agent, hey, order everything to make butter chicken tonight. 6 friends are coming and under $100. What happens is your agent, which is your personal agent, searches the specialist agent to do this specific task. It found 2 grocery vendors. As you can see, 2 grocery vendors responded. So your personal agent finds vendor agents which can provide the dedicated service or any product your agent is now looking for on behalf of you. Now, the vendor agent says, fresh cart collective, I will walk the aisles and source every line myself. So it's directly gave you the prices. So what happened is your personal agent and the vendor agent communicated the requirement of making butter chicken for 6 people, 6 friends that are coming, and a budget. And the vendor agent, which in this case is agnostic, but if you can think clearly, this can be any grocery store that has online store. For example, Aldi, even Amazon, and various other companies might have their AI agents discoverable, and their AI agent gives us a code. Another agent, this is again vendor, said that the buyer agent can get all for this price. Now, as a personal agent of mine, my agent knows that I want the best deal possible. So my agent went through the most affordable one with a trust score. Since these agents and transactions happen on chain, everything is untamperable evidence which can be analyzed over time and have a trust score for each vendor agent so that there is no fraud. Similarly, for any personal agent so that there is no fraud for payments, etc. The basic threshold for now is 0.50 calculated based on some mathematical equations. First time working with them, no track record yet, right? Because this is the first time these 2 agents are talking together and we are taking a risk. They are new here, but there's nothing against them. Worth a shot, let me open with them. So now your personal agent took a shot, right? And this is happening in real time, by the way. The only difference is, in this case, these are different agents which I have built for this demo purposes. But in real life, the vendor agent would be any one specialized agent which can do, let's say, video editing, for example, graphic designing, for example, or anything you can possibly imagine. Because your generalist agent may not be able to do everything you can possibly imagine. But there are millions of agents that are live and will be live in near future of any kind you can possibly imagine. Now, the end vendor said that I have got everything for 7 people. So as you can see, agents are intelligent enough to understand that, okay, if 6 friends are coming and the host itself is 1, which is the assumption that he is 1 because he did not mention any, constant, then it came up with a number that, okay, for 7 people, this might be the cost. And there is additional sourcing fee. The agent also said they couldn't find a specific item. In this case, garam masala, which is one of the spices in India, in this case, or Southern Asia, if I'm not wrong. Now, as you can see, this is the first round offer discussed between both the agents, your personal agent and the vendor agent. The system calculated the total cost, so $76.61. Then your personal agent will basically negotiate depending upon your preferences. If you don't really want to negotiate, it's up to you. Your agent will reflect your persona. In my case, I want the best deal possible, so it negotiates because the vendor agent negotiates again and finally agrees, fine, I will do this. And they accept. As you can see, after 3 rounds of negotiation, they have a deal, and which comes under my budget, if you remember, under 100 plus my agent negotiated. Finally, all the settlements happen, orders are placed, and now you can also see the money held on a chain. In this case, Monad. Settlement is done through agent's own card, and all this goes to a log so that next time when the same agent comes, and assuming that everything goes well, our agent will feel more confident to work with that agent. As you can see, these are the grocery lists in the cart that is going to come. This is the history of all the conversation and orders services made with your personal agent Concord. Now let's take another example. Let's say you are a founder and you suddenly want to make a pitch deck for one of your investors. Your personal agent, which is the buyer agent, goes and finds vendors who can actually build the pitch deck that can possibly win to the specific angel investor, whoever you are interviewing with. In this case, for example, I said like, I'm meeting Gary from Y Combinator tomorrow and this is what I want to do. As you can see, they found two different vendor agents and my agent decided to go with the best deal possible. Since my agent is working with that agent for the first time, gave a shot. So they negotiated multiple rounds. Okay, only 2 times. Okay, this time they only negotiated 2 times. And then all the transaction happened through escrow, got the service, paid, etc. And then finally, we got the pitch deck. Great. So this is how it works. You can also verify whatever happens in the chain itself. Now, let's think about third different use case. Suppose you want to plan a 5-day Tokyo itinerary for late November, food first because you think food should come first as part of the plan, and include a day trip to a certain location, whichever the user wants. After that, the personal agent understands the request of the user and finds vendor agents who can possibly create those plans and book those plans. So you may argue that okay, one can go to ChatGPT and plan an entire trip, for example. But in this case, think like every travel agency on this earth gets an opportunity to actually close a deal with agents to agent. Now, my agent found the best deal possible, gave a try, did negotiation. In the second time, they did negotiate and accepted the offer. My agent was happy. The vendor agent was happy. The transaction can be verified over the blockchain. Everything is settled. And the human user finally gets the itinerary itself, which was the goal of the user. I hope you got the idea. This is multimodal in nature. You can talk in your native language, write in your native language, or in fact, share any reference images, videos, PDFs, or any kind of multimedia file, which is technically multimodal in nature, so that your agent gets the most relevant context possible to find or do or get the best thing that you are looking for. It can be a service, it can be a task to be done, which your agent might not be able to do, but there might be some specialized agent who can do. And your agent does a small transaction with them with negotiations so that you get what you wanted. Now, let's see the bigger picture. What is it? You, as a user itself, can create specialized agents and technically have them work and earn while you sleep. So your specialized agent will be talking with multiple agents, personal agents around the world, and doing every single task that your agents can possibly do, depending upon the demand from the buyer agent. And your agent works as a vendor. At the same time, your personal agent who can help you to fetch or get any kind of services or reach goals, can help you get the exact services at fraction of cost. I hope you got the idea. If you're interested to use this product, let me know. I'm more than happy to let you try it first than anyone else. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to give me any feedback so that I could improve it.